we're really happy to have you here, and we've got so many things we'd like to share with you and so little time to do it that we're just going to try to peruse through some of the highlights. One of them is, my name's Paul Vanderlyn, and it's my job to get the lean promotion team and the value stream managers whatever they need out on the floor. Our language out on the floor is really quite simple, and we talk about it all day long, and it's based upon the 4 M's. It's based upon material, manpower, machines, or methods. That's what we focus on the floor. We meet every day in a different value stream as a leadership group, and we talk about the jobs that are up there, we talk about customer demand, we talk about production, and we talk about any help that any value stream manager needs in order to meet customer demand and keep on target for our production that we need. We have a company-wide profit sharing program, and that profit sharing program is based upon only the things that the value streams have control over. That being the labor, the material, and the actual hands-on support that they need to make the parts. At the end of the month, we take an inventory, and if there was a scrap party or anything, they get charged for that we weren't able to sell. If there were any returns or any reruns, that comes off the profit sharing program. It represents in the neighborhood of 5 to 10% of their base pay payable monthly.
So is it different by value stream, or does everybody
No,
get
it's
the same
company-wide. And that encourages and enhances. If we're behind on jobs in value stream 1, we might need some formers or blankers from value stream 3, and we'll bring them over. That's why we meet every day, just for 20 minutes to huddle up and compare notes and make sure that we're moving ahead. And I want to share with you that everybody knows how tough 2009 was for business. We grew 6% on the lighting side in 2009. At the end of 2009, we only have about 30 customers. Our 2 largest customers came to us and said, we want an 8 to 10% discount in 2010, and it wasn't a request. So what we have done with our lean initiatives, and remember, this is in a market where what? Aluminum and steel are up 10 to 12% since the start of the year. Transportation's up, labor and industries is up 13%. In our lean initiative, we said we are going to take the responsibility to figure out how to revisit the parts and figure out what can we do to more leanly run that part. Do we need additional tooling? What do we have to do in order to keep that business? And that's what we're doing. For 2010, I want to share with you that we forecasted a 10% increase in revenue for 2010, and we're right on target for that year to date. So when it's tough out, the tough just got to get going. Donna Johnson, our value stream manager, let her take it over.
Welcome everyone to Value Stream 1. We're the home of the Angry Dragons. I held a contest with my 3 shifts, and we compiled about 25 to 30 names. Everybody voted on it. This was the most popular that they wanted. It's because we get angry if our continuous improvement is not rising up. So, we do a lot of small run over here. We have 5 louvers, 50 louvers. A lot of ours is, and so we have constant setup. We had to improve on that, so we've done several different things to improve on it. At one time, our setup time was up to around 4 hours to set up the machines. Now we're down to 30 minutes or less. Our ultimate goal is to be 15 minutes or less, and we're working that way. We've set up a tool crib for our turrets. When we pull our turret prints, we give them to Josh. He sets up all of our tooling, puts it on a card, puts it by our machine. All our operators have to do is load it in the machine, run the job, everything runs smooth. We have redid all of our machines, so our parts run off of blanking, right into forming, into assembly, onto the pallet, back to the work. It's a steady flow. If the blinker's ahead of the formers on blinking, they shut their machine down, they go over, they help them form the parts. Same, it just continually flows. And we no longer do batching, we do what we call supermarket whip. And it's very, very low that we keep on hand. We have green totes, there's a line in there. Once the operator gets into that line, they automatically leave their machine, go over, assemble, help do whatever it is. When the starts getting low, they go right back over, fill the tote up to that line, and it just keeps going constant, so the product's constantly flowing. We've also set up tool carts for our hardware. We have 2 bins on there of each component. Each value stream has their own, and it only holds their hardware that they use through their value stream. When you use one up, you take it off, you flip it up on top of the cart, you turn the other one over, so you constantly have the hardware you need. Somebody will come by, grab that, refill it. By doing these carts, we have eliminated $16,000 worth of inventory that we weren't using. And we've also freed up 400 square feet of space that is no longer needed for that. Our cross-training is a really big thing. I've been here for 14 years and I've never been held back on anything. Anytime I've wanted to learn anything, the company has allowed me to do that. So I feel it very important. We're 62% active on our cross-training in our value. When somebody comes to me and says that they would like to learn more in forming, then it's my job to make sure that I free up the time for them to do that. If that means that I step in and do their position while they do it, that's what we do. I feel it very important that we don't hold anybody back. Right now we're at a steady 2, which means that most of our people can perform the task unsupervised. They can't do the setups and stuff or train other people, but they can run the job unsupervised. Our ultimate goal is to have everybody out of 4, which will benefit the company, benefit our customers, because we can move anywhere. If another value stream is short a person, they can pull from us and automatically just keep going to keep production going. And it also has implemented on our QC. As we're cross-training, they're also doing the QC to make sure that they know if they come across a scratch, they cut off a piece of the part, put it up here so it's visual for everybody throughout the process to know what to look for. And our goal is to just keep on improving more and more and more. I think with the programs that we have and all the tools that we have put in place, we can only succeed in what we want to do in the future. So, thank you.